Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So today I want to talk to you about my holy grail ride or die favorite products. I'm pretty sure Jaclyn Hill started this tag. If you haven't heard of it, if you could only pick one product for each category, what would you choose? And honestly, I thought this would be a little bit harder for me than it was. I didn't really have a hard time deciding, like, this is my absolute favorite. So let's go ahead and jump into it. The very first thing I put on my face is primer, and I usually actually use two primers. I'll do one kind of all over my face, and then I target my pore areas with a pore minimizing primer because I have larger pores and I have oily skin. So I kind of change it up with the primer that I put all over my face, but for my pore minimizing primer, my absolute favorite is the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer in the pore minimizing one. I've gone through a few of these and I just really enjoy them. I feel like it sinks into the pores and just makeup goes on so nicely over it. So I would highly recommend the Smashbox Pore Minimizing Primer. While I'm waiting for my primer to kind of sink in and set in my face, I do my brows, and I use a brow pencil on my brows, and then later on I'll fill in like the spaces that I feel like are still kind of missing with powder. And I'm not picky about the powder as long as it's a good color match for me, but the pencil is the e.l.f. brow pencil, and I don't know if they never put like the names of anything on these, so I'm not sure if there's more of a specific name, but this is what it looks like. It has a little has a little spoolie on one side, big spoolie actually, and then this is what the pencil itself looks like. So it's a little bit thicker. If you like the really thin, like Anastasia Brow Wiz type things, you probably won't like this, and it's also very creamy, so a lot comes out when you apply it. So if you like the not as creamy, like waxy ones, then you might not like this also. But this is only $2, and I feel like I go through brow products so quickly that if I can find something that's $2 that I like, I'm gonna jump on that. So I would highly recommend it if you don't mind a little more creamy or a little bit thicker of a brow pencil. Next, I tend to do some color correcting, but it's not with your typical color correcting product. I like to use the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye I put it all along under my eyes, and then I also put it on my eyelids because I am just super dark in this area. My eyes are huge and it's just like a big black hole around my eye. It's terrible, but this shit is amazing. I put it on under my eyes and on my eyelids, so it kind of acts as my eyelid primer and a like color correcting concealer. So I put this on before foundation as a color corrector, just kind of a base, and it's amazing. I get it in the shade medium. It's darker than I would probably choose as a concealer, but as a color corrector it actually works kind of well because I feel like it kind of has those peachy undertones to cancel out the darkness on my face, and I really like it. After I color correct on my eyes, I usually do my eyeshadow first before foundation because I'm a really messy eyeshadow applicator, like very messy, and I have to clean it up before I put foundation on. So my all-time favorite eyeshadow palette is the Lorac Unzipped because I'm a basic ass bitch. This is what it looks like on the inside. Mine is very loved, as you can see. It's just browns and golds, and I love the way that the mattes blend. And then this freaking shimmer shade, it's called Unreal. It's literally unreal. It is my favorite shimmer shade of life. I have tried to duplicate it and I cannot. I wish that they sold it in a single because I would literally just wear that every day. It's what I have on my eyes right now. If you can see, I just love it. I don't really know what else to say. You can get a full look with this palette. I typically will drag other palettes in when I'm using it, just here and there, to kind of build a little bit more definition, but if I needed to, I could just use this one. It's the very first eyeshadow palette I ever purchased, and I'm surprised that I'm still in love with it because I now own a ton of eyeshadow palettes, but I keep coming back to this one. I love it so much. After I put on my eyeshadow, I'll typically do my top lid liner, and I use a liquid liner so that I don't have to press on my face once I put foundation on and mess stuff up. I know you're not supposed to tug on your eyelids, but I'm not talented enough to not have to do that, so I always put my liquid liner on next. And my favorite is the Stila Stay All Day liquid liner. Well, let's try this again. What the H? You know what I mean. You know what it looks like, right? Okay. Stila Stay All Day liquid liner. This stuff is amazing. It's super black. It goes over shimmer shades really well. It's a little bit more expensive, $22, but it does last a very long time. And it is a felt tip. I can show you what that looks like. Felt tip. I feel more comfortable with felt tip applicators versus brush tip because I can't control the brush tip very well. It goes all over, and then I end up having eyeliner up to the middle of my eye, and it's not a good situation. So I love the Stila Stay All Day waterproof liquid eyeliner, and it really does stay all day. Next, I go in with my foundation, and my absolute favorite foundation is the CoverGirl Healthy Elixir Foundation. I just am so in love with the way that it looks on my skin. Even when it's not the right shade for me, when I didn't have the right shade for me, I would still wear it because I just love the way that it looked so much. Now, it does oxidize like a son of a bitch. Like, it's not good. So I put this swatch on my hand like when I was doing my makeup, so it's been on there for probably like a good hour, probably, maybe. Yeah, so I wasn't even sure how bad this really was until today. I'll put on like a little bit next to it so you see what it's supposed to look like. So there is the one I just put on, and then this is the one that I've had on. Like, look at how bad that oxidizes. Oh, it makes me so sad, but this shit is just so amazing. I can't not wear it. This is the lightest shade that I have, actually. It's 705 Ivory. So I think I'm willing to make this work. It's like $11.99. It's not expensive. Maybe it's even cheaper than that. I'm not sure, but I just love the way that it looks, so I'm willing to make it work. I like to use this NYX Pro Foundation Mixer in the white shade to kind of lighten it up a little bit. I don't know. I didn't even realize how bad it oxidized until I did this today. Like, that's bad. That's really bad, but I just love it. It just looks so nice. I might have to reconsider, but for now, I stand by it as my favorite because I can't stop wearing it, even though I probably look like a freaking Dorito when I have it on. We have come to concealer, and it's probably no surprise what my favorite concealer is because I feel like it's everybody's favorite concealer. The Tarte Shape Tape. And there's a reason that it's everybody's favorite. This stuff is amazeballs. Like, it's so good. I have two shades. This is the one that I will wear on my face, and then I use this to highlight. This one is light neutral, the face shade, and then fair I have to highlight. And fair is probably like a little too fair, but under my eyes I can make it work. And it's almost gone, so I think when I repurchase, I'll probably get a little bit darker of a shade, maybe like fair neutral or something, because this one's pretty light. But maybe if my foundation was the right shade, it wouldn't look so light. Whatever. But the light neutral, I love this because I struggle with like breakouts and stuff on my face, and this, it covers it up like nothing else. Like, if you haven't tried it, you really should. And seems like they're coming out with a Shape Tape foundation. I'm probably gonna jump on that bitch real quick, real fast. It's a beautiful invention. Alright, after concealer, we have powder to set this oily ass face. And my favorite is the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores powder. And then this is in the shade Translucent. I'm not sure if they even have other shades. I'm probably gonna make a huge mess here. Yeah. Do you see that cloud of powder? But this is what it looks like. It's not pure white. I'd say it has like a little bit of a yellow tinge to it, but it's pretty light. I don't think that it flashes back at all, which is another reason that I really, really like it. I'm so oily that it doesn't really help all day with the oils, but it's pretty good. It's pretty freaking good. I don't have to reapply too often, and it's so light on your face. It doesn't feel heavy, and it's just like, it makes any powder products that you put on over it just blend like a dream. It's amazing. Like everything else I'm talking about, because why would I pick them as my holy grail items if they're not amazing? After I put on my powder, I like to cut the face, contour. And my all-time favorite contouring powder, forgive how terrible this looks, it is the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, but specifically this shade right here. And I know mine looks like a piece of ass, but that's because I've repressed it, and I actually have just that shade in a single here. It's so much nicer looking. The shade that I really love, it's Subconscious. It's just like perfect for my skin tone. It's not too warm, not too cool. It's just beautiful. And I could honestly probably do without the rest of this palette, because like most of these shades don't work on my skin. I tend to use a lot of them on my eyes just so that I'm not wasting this expensive ass palette. But this one before they had the refillable contour powders, and that's why I just repurchased the one shade that worked for me. I just feel like it's a lot more, I was gonna say economically smart, but you know what I mean. It's just a better investment for me because I don't really use the rest of the shades. And then this refillable one is only $16 and it lasts a long ass time. After contour, next comes bronzer. And I have one bronzer that is like ride or die, never gonna give it up, never gonna let it down, never gonna turn around and desert it, because it's amazing. And it's Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. This is actually a new one that I think I've used like one time, because I'm in the process of finishing one up and I'm almost done with it. So this is what it looks like, and it smells like vacation, tropical beautifulness. I actually have mine in the light bronzer shade because I'm pretty fair and it works perfectly for me. It's not too dark. I have it on today. You probably can't tell because it's friggin' bright as shit outside because it's winter in Wisconsin, so lots of snow. People say that it's matte, but I feel like it's not completely matte. There's just like a tiny bit of a sheen to it, but not enough to really be that noticeable, but enough to give you a tiny bit of a sheen and look a little bit alive. So I love the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, and I've honestly only used that bronzer. The other one that I'm almost done with, I'll show you. I'm sitting on my knees and it really hurts. Oh my god, I'm too old for this. My knee, oh my god, oh my god, ow. Oh, that's actually really bad. Okay. It's almost gone. I repressed it, but it doesn't repress that well. Like, look at that. Look at that. Doing some work. But this lasted me a year, and I've used it, like, it's actually over a year, and I've used it every single day. I love it. Alright. Oh my god, my knee. I'm only 25. Why? Why is this happening? Next is blush, and I for sure, this was also, I love blush. I have way too many blushes. I'm never going to be able to use them all in my lifetime, but no question in my mind, the Tarte Amazonian Clay blushes. Whoa, whoa, whoa. There you go. are my absolute favorite. This one is in the shade Party. We got it as a Sephora birthday gift in 2017. My birthday is in March, so I've had this since March. They just last for freaking ever too. You can't really even tell that I've been using it, but I have. Even in the summer when I'm a sweaty ass bitch, it looks so freaking good and stays all day. I just got the shade Exposed for Christmas, which I feel like is pretty similar, but I don't care because let's see, it's a little bit lighter, I think. Here we go. Exposed and Party. I'm in love. I'm not huge into highlighting because, like I've said, I'm oily and I feel like I have all the natural highlight that I need. I actually get like oily right here. Sometimes I like to put a little bit on my nose or like under my brow bone, but depending on the day, I don't necessarily need highlighter. But if I'm going to wear highlighter, my favorite are the Wet n Wild, what are these called? Mega Glow highlighting powder. I have Precious Petals and Blossom Glow. And to be honest, Blossom Glow is probably the only one I should be wearing for my skin tone. But I feel like Precious Petals in the summer, I can get away with it. Well, how about I not blind you with the packaging and I show you? There you go. So this is Precious Petals. Let's swatch it. Okay, so here they are. It's not the best lighting, but here's Precious Petal and here's Blossom Glow. Oh, look at that. 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 Oh, they're so beautiful. And like I said, Precious Petals is a little bit dark for me, but whatever. I do what I want. I'm not much of a lip product person because I'm always just nervous that it's going to go everywhere and it's going to look like ish. But I love lip gloss, and my absolute favorite lip gloss is the NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Madeline. I just feel like it's the perfect nude. I have it on today over the Stila liquid lipstick in Caramello, however you want to say it. I'll put a little bit more on here. It's just like so shiny, so nice. It's just like the perfect nude color for me. And Madeline is, what was that? That's not it. That's what I meant to do. My all-time favorite makeup setting spray is the Urban Decay setting sprays. I'm using up this Urban Decay All-Nighter setting spray right now, and I do really like it, but I think my favorite is the De-Slick makeup setting spray because I'm oily, and this helps with oil. Right. And actually, this is probably my favorite product in the whole world that I'm talking about now. The blush and this, they're right on each other's butts, but mascara. I feel like this mascara is totally underrated. It's not talked about enough, and it really should be. Do you want me to tell you what it is? Okay, I'll tell you. It is the Stila Huge Lash Extreme. You can't see because it's reflective, but oh, it is so freaking good. It gives you length, it gives you volume, it gives you life, really. It does. It's so good. I'm wearing it today, and look at that. Look at that. Can you see? Oh, I'll show you the wand. It's a thicker, bristlier wand. I'm in love with it. Like, I can't live without that mascara, and I've tried so many other ones. I've tried cheaper ones to try and be like, okay, Lindsay, you don't need to spend $23 on mascara, but I do. I really do, because nothing compares. My very last one is kind of like a little bonus. It's a perfume, and I'm not really also a perfume person, just because I work from home. I don't really go out a lot, and I also can't handle really intense scents because I get headaches so easily. So if it's like overpowering, forget about it. I'm done. My absolute favorite amazing scent in the whole entire world is, this is kind of dirty, sorry. It's Juliet Has a Gun is the brand, and it's not a perfume. is the name of the perfume. Interesting. It is the most unique scent I've ever smelled. It truly does not smell like a perfume. I don't even know. I can't even explain to you what it smells like. Let me look up the notes because that's not very nice. So I'll tell you what it says on the Sephora site. It says the fragrance family is woody and earthy, and I would agree with that. The scent type is warm woods. Makes sense. Makes sense. Get it? Key notes, Cedilox. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. Cedilox? I don't even know what that is, but that's the key note apparently. This minimalistic, fresh, and clean fragrance is hypoallergenic and ideal for those who don't normally wear perfume. Me. It is composed of a single note called Cedilox, which is usually used in perfumery as a base note. Here it plays the lead role for a fragrance that will easily satisfy the most difficult tastes, and particularly those preferring discretion over complexity. That is me in a description. So I love it. It is expensive. I got this when I was subscribed to Birchbox. I saved up Birchbox points to get money off. I think this bottle is $100. $100 for this bitch. And I'm so scared. I don't want to, like, I love it so much, but I don't want to use it up because it's so expensive. I saved up points, and I think I saved up like $60 worth of points, so I only spent $40. And I can justify that? Oh, bitch, I still have a ton left. I'm gonna keep using it, but if you're not usually a perfumey person, I would recommend taking a sniff of this next time you go to Sephora or wherever they have it. So that is everything for my Holy Grail Ride or Die makeup products. I hope you enjoyed watching, and let me know what some of your Holy Grail makeup products are in the comments below. If you enjoyed this, give it a thumbs up and subscribe maybe before you leave. I will see you in my next video. Bye!